All right, so yeah, something else, caps are important. So if you put a whole word in capital letters, AI will understand that it's something that's important, right? Uh, then you fine tune your prompt all the time. Um, You'll probably fine tune it 3 or 4 times as you build out websites. In fact, as you're building out websites, and I think you need to build another 2 or 3 so that you now can go and fine tune your prompt so that what comes out on the other side is exactly how you would like the web page to look like. Maybe there's too much movement, JavaScript, it overdo things maybe, or you want to include other things or something similar. So your prompt will end up being, you have version 1 now, and it will continue version 1.2, version 1.5, version 3, whatever the case may be. And yeah, just the last thing here on the prompts, I think you saw that up till now, and as we continue, you're not writing a single line of code, but you have a lot of information to learn. There's a lot to know, a lot, right? And you are starting to learn it. So when you orchestrate, when you build the architecture, all right, you are in control, and what comes out the other side is what you want. If you're just a vibe coder that's doing a little to-do list, and you say, build me a to-do list, it's like a lucky packet. It might surprise you or it might not surprise you, but you most definitely didn't give your vision in that little project. So your master prompt becomes your secret weapon. And of course, as you continue, you'll have a branding master prompt. You can have a master landing page. A landing page is normally a single page that is used to send people to do a specific action. Maybe you have a new product release and so forth. So a landing page is normally a highly marketed or a highly marketing page that companies use to attract customers to do things like sign up for newsletters or to buy a product or service. So what you'll do is you'll find that you're going to create a library of master prompts. And let me show you this. I want to go to File View. And I have a little image here. All right. So on your hard drive in your file system, in File Explorer, you'll start creating something like a prompt library with subfolders and then master prompts within these subfolders. React and so forth is something we will look at in tier 2, but you can have your branding, you can have your mobile, and when we're going to generate images, you can even have a prompt for images, and those images will also become part of your signature. The way your images look like. Yes, it might be a fire truck in front of a burning building, right? But there's something to it that makes it so that people can, in a way, see your signature in it somewhere, right? Back to our master prompt here. So as I said, you'll fine tune, and you can see the things that's added here, like typography. We're going to use Google Fonts. Google Fonts are free fonts and highly customized, highly professional fonts. And in fact, the pages you've generated already, they're all made use of Google Fonts. You can talk about backgrounds, and these are things that you will fine-tune as you carry along. At least 3 content cards, right? You know what a card is. right, and so forth. And you can fine tune this until what it puts out for you is exactly what you want. So that by itself, of course, is worth a lot. All right. So yes, you're going to create for yourself a folder. Start right now. Download the master prompt. Put it in a subfolder. Create something that says prompts. Create a subfolder that says graphical user interface or web pages or what have you, and put that in there as a prompt to generate HTML. Right, and then what will happen is the following. You have your master prompt, and of course you're going to design that page extremely fast. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to start making changes to that page, but it is laser specific. In other words, in the Euro section, change the background so that it, instead of showing it like 100% of its of what you see, fade it out so it's very faded out as a background, or change the wording so the letters start appearing one after the other over a 2-second period and things like that. And then the last part is where you're going to polish everything off nicely, and that's really the end of it, right? So you can have a website in 8 minutes. In fact, 8 minutes is a lot. I think you can have it in minutes once you have your images ready and you have your master prompt finely tuned the way you want. You can probably do it in minutes. We talked about this intensively, about your visual fingerprint. When people look at it, there's a little part of your fine-tuning that will always be on all the work you do. So when someone gets a page from you, yes, it will look totally different from somebody else's, but that signature, that blueprint of yours will always show up. Prompts are your IP, it's your intellectual property, it's yours. And that gives you an identity, it gives you a blueprint, and it makes your work much faster. So yes, you are the architect. Ship at speed of thought, right? Because as you think things out, you're going to put it in those questions. So as questions are asked, you'll say, oh yes, and while we're at it, this company, and you can add some more context and so forth. So as you think things out, remember, you don't have to worry about structure at all anymore. You already build it into your prompt, right? Now you can add all kinds of details in your questions. So take time on your questions. I don't take time on my questions when I'm making videos, simply so that we do not sit for 20-30 minutes answering questions, but be detailed in your answers to the questions. So next lesson, we're going to create a branding prompt, and it's again something that you can put in your toolbox afterwards and that you will use over and over again. So I'll